So the idea for Biteable came from an agency that I ran with my brother, Simon. He's an animator, I'm a marketer. I specialise in startups, so we started making videos for startups. We realised that people love the videos, but they were really costly and time consuming, and it wasn't a great business. And the idea for Biteable was really just to automate that. Bitable's customers are all around the world. When we first launched, we focused on Australia. It's now expanded to, we've got 400,000 users globally. Now only about 4% of our users are in Australia, and the rest are pretty evenly spread around the world. We love Tasmania and we love living here, and it's a great lifestyle. Sort of reality of a new business is it's going to take a lot of time and energy, and you just need the space to put it into the business to make it work, and that's actually works really well being somewhere remote, because we're not distracted by everything else that's going on. So we've now tripled the team, and we're hiring people predominantly in Tasmania. And we find, because Google and Facebook don't have an office here and the other big tech companies aren't here, that there's less competition for really high skilled staff, and we're getting access to really good people. I've been involved in various startup communities, Melbourne and Sydney and London, other places. And the things that I've noticed that lead to successful startups are firstly people. You need access to mentoring, capital to get it off the ground. It does require money. And lastly, people need inspiration. An ecosystem's usually built around a few examples that everyone can look to that, it can be done. Our very first investor is based in Tasmania, and he was really fundamental. So he sort of gave us a bunch of mentoring, put some investment in, and helped sort of groom us for a seed round. We spent 6 months last year raising investment. We found that early on there were a lot of questions about would we relocate to Melbourne and Sydney, and some of the offers that we had required that we would relocate. We found that by the end, and particularly the investors we brought on, didn't care, it wasn't an issue. And now that we've raised a seed round and we're looking at next levels of investment and what we do with the business next, the question isn't whether we should be in Sydney or Melbourne, it's whether we should be in Australia. Tasmania is a great place to run a startup. It's an early stage industry here, but we've got phenomenal opportunity, phenomenal people, and it's a fantastic place to live. If you're in Tasmania and thinking about starting a startup, do it.